What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. This time we're going to be covering Terminator Genisys. I don't like this movie. That's it. I am not a fan of Terminator Genisys. This movie had potential, and it doesn't do anything with it. This is going to be the review in the nutshell. Things that I liked. Arnold Schwarzenegger returns. He's great. He's good throughout the entire movie. This movie has a couple of funny moments, has a couple of genuinely funny moments here and there, and that's just about it. And the movie is at least well made. It's well shot. It's competently made, but it's not really saying much. Let's go on to the negatives. Jai Courtney and Emilia Clarke. I don't like either one of them. Emilia Clarke, she's not good as Sarah Connor. Jai Courtney is a terrible actor, and he sucks as Kyle Reese. This movie gave us the scene that I've been waiting for years to see, which is John Connor interacting with his parents. And it goes over like a fart in church. You had one job, and you failed to deliver. This movie brings back Danny and Miles Dyson. You had one job. Bring back Joe Morton, since you decided to erase Terminators 1 and 2 from existence. If you're going to erase it, why can't you bring back Joe Morton as Miles Dyson? And not only that, if you're going to bring back Miles and Danny Dyson, have them be essential to the movie. Instead, they're just there and you blink and you miss them. Garbage. You have J.K. Simmons in your movie. I like the idea of him being a cop and in 1984 witnessing, the Terminator attack Kyle Reese, and I like how he becomes this, alcoholic detective who believes in the machines, but no one believes in him. You have J.K. Simmons, and you give him an interesting character, and you do absolutely nothing with it. That's another fail on you. Alan Taylor as the director. Again, this movie is competently made, but Alan Taylor, he's not really all that good. He does not get no genuine emotions out of his actors. There were scenes in this movie that should have had a more genuine feel to them, and they just don't go over at all. Alan Taylor, you're not a good action director. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I know you directed a couple episodes. Maybe you do good with that, but for this, you're terrible. And you did Thor: The Dark World, which is not that good of a movie. So yeah, I don't like Alan Taylor as a filmmaker at all. He's not good at all. Not only that, like I said, even though this movie is well made, it looks like a made-for-TV sci-fi movie. The cinematography is just so bland. It's so generic. The action scenes are forgettable. They're so bland and so generic. Like, when you watch this movie, you're going to forget half the shit you see because none of these action scenes stick out. Not only that, this movie recreates stuff from like 1984 and means absolutely nothing. Doesn't mean a damn thing at all. Now let's get on to the biggest sin this movie committed. John Connor. I don't mind Jason Clarke as an actor. I think he's actually a pretty good actor. This movie took John Connor, the savior of humanity, and they turned him into a villain. And instead of doing something interesting with that concept, he comes across as a mustache-twirling villain who just wants to destroy the world because. I hate this movie. I don't like it. I don't like the humor. There's this, the bad boy scene is cringe. I hate it. I don't like it at all. It's 10 seconds of why. Terminator 2 had genuine moments of levity that were legitimately funny. And those were character-based because it's John teaching the Terminator how to act more human. And there's some humor to that. It came across as genuinely funny while still maintaining the somber tone that the movie already had. This movie, the tone is all over the place. 1 minute it's serious. 1 minute it's funny. The next minute there's 600 different plots going on in this movie and all mean absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. I love the Terminator franchise, but I do not like Terminator Genisys. It does absolutely nothing for me. Its biggest fail is that it exists. Why couldn't you just give me a continuation of the Salvation storyline? Why'd you have to reboot it with this mediocre piece of trash? That's it. I am done. This review is going to stop right here. My final grade for Terminator Genisys is going to be a 2 out of 10. And the 2 out of 10 is solely for Arnold himself. Everything else in this movie, it's not that great. It's forgettable. When you watch it, you're not going to remember a goddamn thing. If you like this movie, let me know in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.